Okay, we're going to call this series Will It Start? This tractor's been sitting since 2009. It's a Farmall Cub 1948. And the reason why it's been sitting this long is because the carburetor went bad on me. And I attempted to take the carburetor off the tractor, took it apart, and was soaking stuff in gas. And when I hooked up the bucket, I didn't realize there was a little valve, a couple little valves down in the bottom of the bucket, and they fell out in the stones. Well, couldn't find them. So the tractor's been sitting ever since, and prices are low right now on carburetors, so I have one on order at Amazon.com, and sometime in the future here we're going to try to get this thing up and running. But till then we're going to uncover it, and I did charge the battery up on it, and I want to see if it might move on the starter. If it moves on the starter, then we know the engine's free, and we should get some compression out of the engine, and it should start once I get a carburetor for it. So I'm going to put this, I'm doing a freehand right now, but I'm going to put it on the tripod, and we'll go from there. And I'm going to walk over to the tractor just for a minute here. I want to show you there is no carburetor on this thing. It's been off, like I said, since 2009. I did have a plastic bag up in it. I don't know where the plastic bag got to. I guess I threw it away. Anyhow, I did have a plastic bag in the manifold. This is that casting right there to keep bugs and stuff out of it, like wasps and whatnot. So I'm going to uncover it and see if we can make this thing look like it's like it should, as in doesn't look like it's growing hair right now. It looks like it needs a good haircut. So I want to get that, and then I have to pump up the wheels a little bit too. Their tires are sort of low, so we'll see what happens there, and go from there. But this is going to be a video that I've seen them been doing them on YouTube here lately. Will they start? So I'm going to work with the Cub first, and like I said, this is a 1948 Farmall Cub, and it presently has the what they call the grader blade on it. It has the snow blade on it right now. Eventually this year, sometime in the future, I'm going to put it in the middle and make it as a grader blade, because I want to do some grading around here. That's the number one reason why I want to get the tractor started, because this tractor really was my workhorse up until she had an untiming death of a carburetor. So for the last, well, since probably 2010, I've been using this tractor here. Sorry for the sunspots, but it's around 5 o'clock in the afternoon here, Eastern Standard Time. And this is a Farmall C. It's a 1950 Farmall C. And I've been using that to do practically everything anymore. Got my gloves here, and get this thing cleaned off. And I am going to try to, I can't start it because I don't have the carb, but I can try to turn it over with the starter by putting a battery to it. So this stinking honeysuckle and ground ivy and all kinds of stupid stuff. It's amazing what time does to a tractor. pine needles and all odds and ends. Wish my neighbor would have never planted that stinking ground ivy. Not the present day neighbors either. We had an older lady that lived next to us here for a while. Her name was Ellen Shelton. And I don't know if she's even still alive anymore because she moved away in 2011, I think it was, or 2010, one or the other. And then she moved with her daughter for a while, and then she moved to a nursing home. But I don't know if she's still alive or not. If she is still alive, she's probably, I'm going to say probably 97 years old. So yeah, that's pretty old. So it's highly possible. I mean, there are people that are living that old, but wiping off the platform here of the Cub, and this thing I'm scraping out right now is the battery box. Ouch! Is the battery box. So. And then of course the seat. This is the original seat on this thing. I don't think you can probably see it from the camera right now, but I have it on a wide angle. Yeah, got a tree growing here. I should be able to get it out of the hole, even with the tree in the way. But we'll find out. This crap off of here. I'm gonna make it too clean. That'll move out of there once I get it moved. Anyhow. Amazing, no wasp. Okay. So, at any rate, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. And that's gas for you. It creeps up when you don't expect it. But I'd much rather have some gas come out than explode. So anyhow, there we go. Now it looks more like a tractor with a little bit of sprucing up. Oh, come on, bugs. So I'm gonna pause the video just for a few minutes here so I can grab the battery, and I'll come back out. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I have the battery in hand. I had to go in and get it. So we'll hook up the battery. I have it charged up, and we'll see if the starter even turns. I don't know if it will or not. If it does, well, we're good. If it don't, well then looks like I gotta send out a starter to get rebuilt. So we'll hook it up here. I didn't bother cleaning the terminals. It didn't look too bad. So is she out of gear? Yeah, she's out of gear. So out of the top of that, that's the exhaust pipe. Where do we have the muffler? Oh, here it is. Stick the muffler on, it'll look like a tractor. There we go. I don't know if the ring cap will go flap, flap, flap when I'm turning the starter over or not, but we'll see. So with that, let's try this. This is out of gear? Yeah, it's out of gear. It's going to be interesting if this even does anything. see. Uh-oh. Hey. Now that's pretty good. Did you hear that? Haha. This might do something. Now remember, this tractor's been sitting since 2009. No battery juice has gone through these terminals for quite a long time. And for that starter to kick off, that's doing pretty good. So I'm going to pull it again, and I want to see if the blade raises up. So we'll see what happens here. Let me set that where it's supposed to be, and see if the blade raises. You guys are witnessing this firsthand. Like I said, this is the first time since 2009 since I even had the starter turning over. It won't start because I don't have a carburetor on it, but when I do get the carburetor, because it's on order, then we'll put it on and see if she won't start up. Although I do smell old gas, so it's a shame the video doesn't pick up odors, but there's an odor of old gas coming out of the tank. This is the gas tank right here. So let's see if that blade picks up. Uh-oh, there it goes. There it goes. It picked up the blade. So the hydraulics are working. That's good to know. Yipper. That's good to know. So I did bring extra batteries for the camera, but I'm going to take them out of my back pocket because otherwise I don't really want to sit on batteries. And I took the old battery out for the portable microphone because that was dead as a doornail, and put a new battery in it, so I don't want to sit on that. So let's see if we can climb up on this thing. And oh, I wish it'd be nice if I still had the front drawbar on this thing and I could just get like that. But let's see if we can climb up on this thing. Yeah. Ah, good. I got up there. So let's see here. We need this thing at first. That's first. Now let's see if this thing will come out of here on starter only. Like I said, I have no start. There's no carburetor on it, so it won't start. But at least I'm going to see if I can rotate it. You know, get it up out of the hole. Off camera, I did blow up the tires on it, so they're loosened from the soil. So see what happens here. This thing is really hard on the fingers. Hey, 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 hey. We're moving. We're moving. We're moving. Oh, this is cool. Oh boy, that's stiff. Wow, that is stiff. Let's try this again. Oh man. I don't know if the wheels will turn. Put full strength on it. Yep. It's moving slowly. Ah. Whew. Okay, let's try this again. Wow. Well, that's potential. We made some good headway there because at least now we know that the engine is free. It picked up the blade and the gearing's working because we just moved that on the starter. So hopefully in the next video or so, after all this is done with, we will be able to get this thing running once I get a carburetor for it. So who knows? Let's put it in reverse, see if it'll go backwards. You know it goes frontwards. Let's see if it goes backwards. Hey! She goes backwards. Good. So, too much junk off of it. Okay, well, there's not much more I can do with it as of right now because I don't have the starter, or I don't have the carburetor. Boy, I wish I had the carburetor right now. I think this thing would start right up. Put fresh, put some fresh gas in it. I don't know. Maybe you people might know. If you do, let a comment down in the comment below there and tell me if I use some starter fluid and spray it up the manifold, if it'll kick off on starter fluid, just to see if it will kick off or not. But let me know if that's a good idea or if that's a bad idea, because I really don't know. And if it is a good idea, I have plenty of starter fluid here. I'll bring a can of it out and spray up the manifold and see if she'll kick off on that. At least I would know there's some spark in there. So I guess we'll pull the starter a couple more times here, get this thing straightened up. Now it's turning. Needed to be broke loose. So I'm going to pull the starter and we'll head over that way. So that way I'm not going to hit the tripod. And now let's kick it into second gear. See if she'll move in second gear. Yep, she moves in second gear. So let's kick her up in third gear. That's the road gear. So we'll see what moves in road gear. She moves in road gear. So yeah, I'm liking this. So we'll see what happens then. That was because I just put the clutch on. This lever here, that's the clutch, and this is the brake. These are not disc brakes. What are they? They're band brakes. They have bands that go around the axle, and that's what stops it. And then that's your clutch. So let's push down clutch, put it in reverse, see if this thing backs up. If it backs up, then we're knowing for a fact that the gearing's working good in the tractor. So let's try this again. Hey! Yep, she's doing it. So battery's already starting to go down. I only put a light charge on it, just enough to see if it would move the tractor. So it's moving it, so I'm going to take it out of gear. There's out of gear. I'm going to put the blade down. Yeah, blade's down. So yeah, this is going to be interesting when this thing, when I get the carburetor for it, and we'll see if it starts up then. So time will tell. So I'm going to get down off this tractor. It's going to be funny watching me get down off this thing because I literally have to jump off of it because there's no steps. That's the way these tractors are built. I think there's an aftermarket step that you can put on it, but I don't know how that would work. I mean, you can step on it to get up on it, but to come down off of it, I think you still have to jump. So we'll see what happens there. I haven't sat on this tractor since 2009. And I'm, well, just turned 53 years old. No, not 53. 52 years old. Phew, don't rush my ages there. Wow. Now, last Monday, the 15th of March, I turned 52 years old. And this tractor was born, this tractor was born. Wow. This tractor was built in 1948. So this tractor is quite a bit older than me. And then the Farmall C, which is to the, to the left of the camera, out of frame, is the, or out of view, is the Farmall C that was built in 1950 by International Harvester.